I can't think of a good intro. After saving Best Girl by defeating the Justice Furry, befriending a pervy cyborg who's really good at building ships, and escaping death at the hands of his own grandpa, Luffy and the Straw Hats set sail to the New World as they enjoy the luxuries of their new ship, the Thousand Sunny. As they enjoy their new pimped out ride, Nami notices something off about the sudden change of weather.
I guess we're getting pretty close to a winter island. But it's odd that Kokoro didn't mention anything about that.
After a few minutes, it starts to snow all over, and they come across a seemingly abandoned ship in the middle of the ocean.
I've heard stories of a strange game between pirates that takes away crew members called a Davy back fight.
They do happen to find some people fishing and go to see what they're up to. Once they meet up, the fishermen explain that a band of pirates stole all their valuables, and they've been stuck in the freezing winter for the past 3 days with little resources. As Chopper patches them up, Jiro, the youngest of the crew, asks our ranger with a PhD to take a look at their leader.
I don't recognize their flag. Maybe there's some rookie pirates coming from a faraway sea.
I'm Luffy, the man who's gonna be king of the pirates.
You got a lot of catching up to do, bud. As a thank you for their hospitality, Staunton gives the Straw Hats some booze. No, Zoro, remember rehab! What was thought to be an act of kindness was actually a double cross, as the alcohol had sleeping gas. That's right, baby, Baroque Works is back. Welcome to Whiskey Peak 2.0, Crocodile's dusty revenge. The fishermen prepare to steal the Thousand Sunny, but don't realize they're dealing with the main characters, as Frankie, Robin, and Sanji come out for a fight. Staunton tries to play it off like it's some shitty YouTube prank video, but since Luffy isn't around, the Straw Hats can actually use their brains and call out the fisherman's bluff. As more of the Straw Hats enter the scene, the fishermen run back to their ship and try to break free, but Luffy is ready to throw some hands. Just then, an army of naval battleships, 3 times the size of a regular Buster Cole, surround the Straw Hats and start their assault. Now this might seem like overkill, but keep in mind these guys just destroyed one of the 3 major government strongholds. So the Navy's still pretty upset. As they're being attacked, Sanji notices an opening. Using Frankie's new soldier docking system, they activate the Thousand Sunny Channel 0 Paddle Sunny, which allows the ship to move at great speeds, giving them the quick escape from certain death. Once they escape the Marines, the Straw Hats demand they release Chopper.
I haven't seen him, but I'd be more than happy to help you look for him if he's not on your ship.
Luffy! Chopper!
What? What the fuck? Chopper wants to stay on the ship to help save the fisherman's leader. While he might be a Straw Hat pirate, he's a doctor first, willing to save anyone who needs help. Jiro explains that they aren't really fishermen. Yeah, you think? They are the Phoenix Pirates, and this guy with Ligma is their captain, Puzzle. Just like a phoenix, no matter how bad the situation might be, Captain Puzzle will always rise up and win with a smile on his face. Yeah, I don't know about that one, guys. This cancer's gotta be at least Yonko Commander level. Jiro explains that they went to the New World, but ran away before almost dying at the hands of Charlotte Flampe. A while later, and the Straw Hats are surrounded by several icebergs, unaware of the ambush that's about to begin. Every year, 1 in 5 pirate captains succumb to mushroom overdose. Monkey D. Luffy used to be a bright kid with an amazing social circle and just endless potential for his future. However, after a traumatic experience with a robotic Christian bear, things got tough for our rubber freak. If you or anyone you know is suffering from this illness, then please consider joining my YouTube memberships and Patreon for exclusive content, early uploads, badges, emotes, and so much more. Thank you to Dataman21 and Alyssa for helping to fight against the cause. Back on Chopper's end, Puzzle wakes up and the Phoenix Pirates are thrilled their captain has once again defied God, and they're ready to get back to the New World. But Puzzle is too afraid. Thinking back on how they lost in the New World, back then, the Phoenix Pirates were unstoppable, truly believing they were the main characters, scaring off any low-level pirates that came their way. No matter how bad the situation got, Puzzle always came out on top, and his biggest supporter was Vigaro, his first mate.
This is the flag that's gonna make me the king of the pirates. I think you can do it. I mean, after all, you are our captain.
Oh yeah, they definitely fuck. However, just like Don Krieg, they were in over their heads. Taking one step into the new world, they immediately realized just how weak they were. Their entire ship covered in flames. Vigaro sacrificing himself so the crew could escape. Truly believing this fuck-ass bootleg Shanks could become king of the pirates. Then, to make matters even worse, a mysterious group steals their flag, cementing the death of the Phoenix Pirates. Back to the present, and the Straw Hats are being attacked by moving glaciers. Once trapped, the ones responsible reveal themselves. Introducing the Accino family, a family of bounty hunters who've come to take the Straw Hats' flag for their father's birthday. We first meet the definition of PDA, Arabelle, the eldest daughter, and her husband, Salcho.
Hey, you! I challenge you to a duel!
There's also Lil, the youngest daughter, who's annoyed at her elder sister's relationship taking priority over her. Honestly, I would be mad too if my older sister's husband was that chopped. Frankie hits him with a coup de burst to escape. But unfortunately for the Straw Hats, Lil is a Pokemon trainer. She calls forth Wingull and uses Thief to steal the Straw Hats' flag. And so, with their flag stolen, the plot becomes grab the flag before our brain-dead captain calls us stupid. Valid. But it's gonna be difficult to move with all these icebergs in the way. Using Dock 3, Shark Submerged, Frankie and Nami discover that the evil Domo penguins are responsible for moving the ice. The Domo penguins attack the shark and even push the Thousand Sunny, causing Sanji and Usopp to fly away. That's right, everyone. The ones responsible for destroying Pangea and causing global warming are penguins. Let the crusades begin. Usopp and Sanji land in a random cave and are greeted by Arabelle and Salcho. This should be an easy fight, but since there's a woman involved, Sanji's basically useless.
Beauty's soaring into my arms!
Even the ice makes it difficult to fight the horny hunters, so it looks like it's up to Usopp.
Blade Star!
Dude, if Usopp had a gun, he would have the highest kill count in One Piece. The horny hunters finish the fight with a classic Looney Tunes maneuver, causing Usopp and Sanji to drop into the cold water and become immobile. They have lost. Over on Nami's side, they run into the creepiest kid in the Accino family, Hakura. Hakura uses his hockey pucks to freeze his opponents, but not even 0 degrees on the balls can stop our super cyborg. Frankie finishes the fight real quick and heads back to the submarine. But Hakura was only pretending to be knocked out as he slams ice pucks on their submarine. Unable to escape, Hakura has captured Frankie and Nami. They have lost. Damn! First Sanji and Usopp, and now Nami and Frankie? Ugh, things aren't looking too good for the Straw Hats. Wait, how's Robin doing? All alone on the Sunny, Robin runs into Lil. All Robin's gotta do is just Sane Flu, just real quick. Nobody will miss her, it's fine, it's filler. After they play a few rounds of Fortnite, Lil reveals that the Accino family wants to capture the Straw Hats as a birthday present for their father and leader, Don Accino. Break her spine, Robin! Robin tricks Lil into bringing her to the Accino family hideout. Luffy and Chopper go looking for their crew, and as soon as they leave, the Phoenix Pirates are greeted by another member of the Accino family, Brindo, the second eldest son. Realizing that Puzzle is in fact still alive, Brindo has come to kill the Phoenix as a present to his father. The Phoenix Pirates try to fight back, but they are no match, and the bird bitch is having a mental breakdown. Luffy comes back because he forgot to bring a snack and starts fighting Brindo, who tells him that they've taken the Straw Hat flag. Chopper even joins the battle, but he forgets he can be huge and kind of becomes useless. Thankfully, it's an easy fight for Luffy. Realizing he's in over his head, Brindo tries to escape.
Damn it!
I didn't realize it was that easy. Why don't more villains just do that? The terrified turkey decides to grow a pair and not only saves Luffy, but also captures Brindo. The Phoenix Pirates plan to beat up Brindo, but Puzzle, the scaredy swan, offers his life in exchange for letting the rest of his crew go free. Luffy's done fucking around and wants to know where his flag is at. Brindo gets a call from the Accino family, asking where he's at. Jiro decides to be a fucking idiot cause he's 11 and starts making demands, threatening to kill Brindo if they don't get their flag back.
Looks like the deal's off. Just you wait. Our powers are going to crush you.
Done. Just saved us like 3 episodes. Brindo's body begins to glow red, and all of a sudden, a man glowing blue slams into the Phoenix Pirate ship, introducing Campachino, the eldest son and Brindo's twin brother. And because they're brothers, they have the power of magnetism. No devil fruit. They can repel one another or join together for all kinds of dangerous combo attacks that even give Luffy a hard time. During the battle, the brothers get a call and decide to head back to Lovely Land. Holy shit, where's Zoro? While all this is going on, Zoro has been wandering around the Iceland and came across the unknown land most people have only been dreaming to find, the location of Gold Roger's treasure, Raftel. JK, it's Lovely Land. Welcome to Lovely Land, the home of the Accino family. Here, the prisoners are treated like celebrities to the point they are more than happy to go to jail. The leader, Don Accino, is a powerful but impatient man who loves to collect the flags of his victims. Oh! I gotta go. Today is the Don's birthday, and to celebrate, his family are bringing him the bounties and flag of the Straw Hats. Zoro barges into the room, and with his room temperature IQ, he instantly becomes friends with the Don as they bond over alcoholism. But Mr. Accino kills the friendship by showing Zoro the Straw Hat flag. Zoro prepares to fight the Don, but with his Devil Fruit power, he's able to melt anything he touches.
That is the ability of the hot fruit.
We already have that? Has One Piece just run out of ideas to the point we're making DeviantArt versions of already established fruits? Like, oh, I ate the cold fruit. It's completely different from Aokiji. Or no, you see, Chopper ate the human fruit. I ate the people fruit. Completely different. Zoro says fuck it and decides to fight anyway, but before he can end the filler arc, the Accino kids come back and throw Zoro down into the dungeon with the rest of the Straw Hats. The Straw Hats try everything they can to escape and rescue their flag.
Gunpowder Star! Usopp Hammer! Usopp no!
The Straw Hats hear a familiar voice and see Robin looking down on them. However, Robin has decided to join the Accino family and has once again betrayed the Straw Hats. Robin, what the fuck? We had an entire saga the size of Dressrosa, I'm not kidding, trying to get you back. We are not doing this again. However, that was just a part of Robin's plan to get some snacks and cola for Frankie to power up and provide the Straw Hats a super escape.
Fart power!
And with the Straw Hats now free, they can focus on finding their flag before Luffy does. Speaking of Luffy, him and Chopper are still dealing with the mopey Phoenix Pirates who tried to remotivate their captain.
That isn't the captain I used to know. Those aren't the words of the man who's gonna be king of the pirates.
Luffy and Jiro call a truce and head out for the final battle to get their flags back. Back inside Lovely Land, the Straw Hats run around everywhere looking for their flag. Meanwhile, Luffy and Chopper fight the Accino family. Inspired by his crew and their never give up attitude, Puzzle thinks about his boyfriend once more, and the flames of the Phoenix rise again, burning away the ashes of cowardice. Puzzle, the hero of the Phoenix Pirates, has come back from the dead.
Show these bounty hunters what we're made of.
He's a coward, has a shitty birthmark, and he's basically discount Paulie from Water 7. Yeah, the Phoenix Pirates are cooked. Frankie, Sanji, Nami, and Usopp come outside to join the fight, while Robin and Zoro focus on finding the flag. Well, that was a stupid idea. The Straw Hats decide to stop fucking around and take out the Accino family. All that's left is Compachino and the father, Don Accino. The final battle has begun. Luffy starts throwing hands, but thanks to the powers of the horribly named Hot Fruit, Luffy can't even touch the Don as his body burns. Oh man, if only someone had a flame attack that could bypass Don Accino's heat. Oh well, looks like the Straw Hats lose this one.
Get your shit together, Sanji! Steam? Iron!
While Luffy fights the Don, Sanji, Usopp, and Frankie join up with the others inside to get their flag back. Puzzle takes out Compachino. Then him, Jiro, and Chopper also go inside for their flag. Back inside Lovely Land, Robin finds a garden and once again runs into Lil, who summons an evil plant monster to ensnare our archaeologist. Lil says she'll let her go if she promises to be her big sister forever. Usopp and Sanji barge in and help save Robin, fully aware they could be quick about it if they use fire moves, but decide not to. Now free, Robin hits Lil with a Naruto "I used to be like you" speech and runs away to get their flag back. Perfect timing, as Chopper's group finds the flag room and conveniently both of their flags are right next to each other. Back to the fight. Don Accino, aka Discount Sakazuki, turns up the heat and prepares to end things once and for all. The pain is a lot for Luffy to bear, with temperatures as high as my subscriber count. Thanks guys. But the heat of Luffy's dreams is at least the size of Grand Line Review as he pushes past the pain and defeats Don Accino. And just in time, as the Straw Hats grab their flag and pull a Looney Tunes style maneuver to get their flag back on the ship before rubber-brained Monkey Man can notice. And so with that, the Straw Hats can now sail out of filler hell. But it's not that easy, as Compachino is still alive and charges straight for the Straw Hats. But here comes the Phoenix Pirates with a steel chair, as Puzzle says he'll handle it so they can escape.
And be prepared to face me when we meet again in the new world.
Who's gonna tell him? And finally, even though the Accinos failed in their mission, they can at least celebrate together as a family. To be continued. And that's the end for the One Piece Ice Hunters arc. I think my two favorite aspects about this arc is the fact that we got to have Frankie be like the new member of the crew, you know what I mean? Because like, it kind of sucks that once Frankie joins the crew, they immediately get Brook on the crew as well. It kind of would have been nice for like Frankie to be the new guy for a little bit before immediately getting Brook and then immediately losing all of them in the next arc. And then also too, bounty hunters are relevant. Like, I don't think since what? Maybe Whiskey Peak that bounty hunters, actually no, even before that, Arlong Park with Johnny and Yosaku, that bounty hunters were ever relevant. It's kind of unfortunate that like, you know, they set up bounty hunters with Roronoa Zoro being the pirate hunter, but then they didn't really do anything because the scale of One Piece just like kept growing and growing and growing so much that like bounty hunters kind of became irrelevant very quickly in the series, which kind of sucks. So it's nice to have a dedicated arc, even if it's filler, being like, these are the bounty hunters. So that's cool. But yeah, honestly, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this arc other than that. I mean, Puzzle's kind of interesting, you know, like the aspect of like this guy who thinks he's main character status, and then like once he gets a taste of the new world, he's like, ah, shit, I'm kind of a loser. And then like him slowly coming back is pretty cool, as much as I like talk shit about it. And the Accino family are whatever villains, like really the only one that has any interest is Don Accino himself with his Devil Fruit powers. Like, that's pretty cool. And I've said this in every filler arc review, but it is just nice to have these more low stakes arcs. So that's why, like, going back, I can appreciate all these filler arcs a little bit more given the current events of the story, because we're definitely not gonna have any more low stakes adventures with like current One Piece. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what your thoughts are for the Ice Hunters filler arc. Thank you guys very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, the whole YouTube shebang, and I'll see you next time. Bye!